Welcome, true believers, to Bad Wolf Comics. I'm your host, the Bad Wolf, and today we have our haul for October 2023. Welcome back, true believers, to another Bad Wolf Comics haul video. As you can see, we only got 5 books today. I was really trying to hold out for the Marvel Zombies Returns, but it did get pushed back another week, which just put it into the red zone. I wouldn't have had enough time to shoot a video for it, so that will show up on our November haul. Sadly, it's an October book. I was really hoping to have it, especially with only 5 books. It would have been nice to kind of round that out. The pre-order list is a little thinner these days, as I pretty much bought all the books that I want. I'm pretty much stuck with new books now. There aren't any reprints that I can think of that I need, so we're just sticking to the new stuff, which is why things are thinning out a little bit. But as usual, I'm going to stack the boxes here. We're going to start pulling books. Let's get started. Alright, so here's our first box. As you folks know, I always open my boxes first, just because they sit on my studio floor for a while, so I like to make sure that the books that are sent are the correct books. And here's, once again, our impeccable OPB packaging. Got our paper layer here. And you got the paper stuffed around it, and then you've got your book is actually wrapped in this bubble wrap. Go ahead and pull this. Let's see what, here it is. Get that out of the way. Actually, let's move this box over here. I had to throw it at the cat. She was about to jump in the shot. And let's pull this. Oh yeah. Been waiting for this since it actually got announced. Well, pretty much been waiting for everything since it gets announced. But here we're going to start with Batman and Robin Eternal. This will go right next to my Batman Eternal. It'll fill that out, and as I'm told, it actually picks up right where the Batman Eternal leaves off. So I'll be really excited to read this. Actually, I haven't even read my Batman Eternal yet. I've been swamped with so many other books, but it'll definitely be a great little series to start. We'll get started with our Batman Eternal and then move on to Batman and Robin Eternal. But it does have the whole Bat family on the cover here, so I'm a little excited to read that. Big fan of Red Hood. Actually, a big fan of all of them, but I can't tell. Is that a Damian Wayne Robin? I don't know. I guess we'll have to look into it and find out, because, as we all know, Damian Wayne is the best Robin. All of you are going to crucify me in the comments for that, but that's just my opinion. Who's your favorite Robin? I want to hear about it. Let's move on to the next book. Batman and Robin Eternal. Here's our next box. Well, this came from Organic Price Books, so their packaging is on point. Ah, yes. This is our Wolverine Volume 4. I've been really expecting that. I can't stand the cover, actually. I've already used this cover on a custom dust jacket, I believe for Fatal Attractions. The dust jacket itself is fine. I like the picture. I don't like what they did with the spine. I don't like wraparound spines. I think it makes the spine look cheesy. I just don't care for them. But that's okay, because my good buddy Roy is already working hard to get another dust jacket for this. We want it to match the other dust jackets that I have. I actually have a custom dust jacket video for these Wolverines coming up. I may just do the first 3 if we don't get the 4th one soon, because the Volume 5 is coming out in April. And at that point, I'm going to do an updated video. So I may just do the 3 first. Maybe in the next couple months, and then in April when 5 comes out, we'll add 4 and 5 to the set. But I chose this dust jacket because I knew I'd probably go ahead and get a different one, because I've already got this on my Fatal Attraction, so I really do want to pick something else. But I'm really excited to read this and continue the story. It's really good. Here's our back. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a great image and a great cover. It's why I chose it for our Fatal Attractions. I don't like the wraparound on the spine. I think it looks bad. I prefer black spines with good logos, but we'll fix this with Roy, and you'll see this again soon. All right, 3 to go. Let's take a look at this one here. Ah, okay, so this, get rid of all this stuff. This is DCeased, Book 1, Deluxe Edition. Now, this is the book that I've been waiting for or one of the books I've been waiting for. Actually, I've been waiting for all of them, so I don't know why I even say that. But this book specifically I've been waiting for our last video of the month. I was going to do an overview of War of the Undead Gods, but I really thought better of it because some people may not have read the story at all. And if I'm going to overview that series, I really need to start with book 1 and not the final book, and I don't want to ruin the final story for anybody. So what we're going to do is a comparison between the deluxe edition and the standard edition of the first DCeased book. And that'll be coming next week, so stick around for that, true believers. You won't want to miss that. We're going to go through... I don't know. It's still sealed. I haven't opened it, so I don't even know if there's any content difference or not. I'm hoping there's some extras back there that weren't in the original, but we'll find out here next week. Stay tuned for that, true believers. DCeased. Such a great series. Alright, here's... two more. Oh, this is a big one. Oh, yes. Now, you know what? Let's just show the book first. This has lots of packaging on it. Big books require big packaging solutions. Where's the other end of this? Ah, here it is. And we got What If into the Multiverse, folks. Now, when the original series came out, I snatched it up without warning, without thinking, because I love this What If series, but I didn't care for the original stuff. Just like I don't care for the Bronze Age or Golden Age of like the original X-Men books. I've been trying to read through the first two, and it's very tedious to get through some of that old writing. However, this What If series is much better. This actually has my favorite What If of all time, which is what if Wolverine was Lord of the Vampires during Inferno. This has a lot of great stuff in it. We'll be getting the next one as well. However, I love the cover. White spines. You guys know how my aversion to white spines is, so we're definitely going to have to get in touch with Roy and go ahead and get this fixed up. I already like the back. The back's already the way I like it. It's got all the collected covers, but it does need to be black, and I do need a different cover here. So, I may even use the What If Wolverine was Lord of the Vampires during Inferno. Actually, it looks like both are on here. I forgot about that. They did two. They did What If Wolverine was Lord of the Vampires and What If Wolverine was Lord of the Vampires during Inferno. And it was the first one that was my favorite. What If Wolverine was Lord of the Vampires. So I may even go ahead and use that as the cover just because it's my favorite one. So we'll find out. I'll get together with Roy. We'll get a new dust jacket on there. And when the second one comes out, we'll do the same for that. And then I'll do a custom dust jacket video for both of them. So we'll take a look at that in the future. Last book, folks. Much shorter video when I don't have 10 books. Let's see, what do we got here? This is a much lighter book. What is this? Oh, yeah, okay. At least one of my Halloween-y books got here. It's another one of our Elseworld series. I'm really enjoying the new stuff. But this is DC vs. Vampires All Out War Volume 2. Here, it's not going to stand up on its own. Let me get rid of this. So this is part 2 to the All Out War of DC vs. Vampires. I haven't read the All Out Wars yet. I was waiting for this one to come out before I read the first volume. But volumes 1 and 2 of DC vs. Vampires is phenomenal. Just about almost as good as DCeased. I'm a huge fan of DCeased, as you guys know, because I keep making videos about it and I keep raving about it. But the DC vs. Vampires is really good. I highly recommend you guys pick that up. It's really good. You can get some of those from Organic Price Books right now. I haven't looked to see what's sold out and what's not, but I'm pretty sure you can still get all of those from Organic Price Books right now. At some point, maybe next year, I'm debating next year. I think what we're going to do is an overview of the DC vs. Vampires. And then at some point, I want to do a comparison of DCeased versus the Marvel Zombies and see which one's better. For those of you that have read both DCeased and the Marvel Zombies, please let me know in the comments which one you guys think is better. Maybe I'll put a poll up on the Badwolf Comics Facebook group just to see what everyone thinks. But that, folks, is the end of our October haul. Let's get our final shot. Here's our final shot for our October 2023 haul. Yeah, it is a little smaller, folks. The list of pre-orders is getting smaller and smaller for me these days. When I started this channel, I was just buying books like mad. I was making really good money, and so I was just filling up my shelves. And so books were coming all the time. I was constantly getting those Omnigeddon hauls that were 10 books or more. But these days it is thinning out a little bit. I will probably have a haul next month, but I'm not sure if I'll have one in December or January. Because I've only got a couple of books coming for each of those months. And to be perfectly honest, if I don't have at least 5 books, I'm not going to bother doing a haul. It just makes the videos far too short. But I will hang on to books until I get that many, and then we'll still do hauls then. But in the meantime, if I don't have a haul that month, I do have a couple more sets of dust jackets to show you folks. So I'm going to probably start doing... I'm going to go back to 1 to 2 videos a month. I only did 4 this month because I have those new intros and I really wanted to use them. But next month we'll go ahead and get that Marvel Zombies Returns, and I got a bunch of other books that are coming too. I actually have some special orders from Boom Studios that you're not going to want to miss in next month's haul. I really wanted to try and sneak those in too, but there's no way they were going to arrive in time for this video. So, as always, I do get 90% of my books from Organic Price Books. For those of you that shop at Organic Price Books, don't forget to use the code BADWOLF during checkout for $2 off your order. Now, this entire haul was from Organic Price Books. I don't have anything special this time, but like I said, I do have some special orders from Boom Studios for next month's haul, just because there's a few things that I just couldn't get from OPB. So stick around, true believers. Bad Wolf Comics has more to come this Halloween season. Don't forget to come see us next week when we show the differences between the DCeased Deluxe Edition and the DCeased Standard Edition. I'm really hoping there's some extras in here so that video isn't too terribly short. But with that said, I am the Bad Wolf. This is Bad Wolf Comics. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.